Hello and welcome to this video explaining how to run your first IP trip, or perhaps a little refresher on how to run a trip if you haven't run one in a while. So this is specifically for horizontal caving IP trips, and let's begin. So I have this outline I'm going to be following for this video all typed up in the Orchid Cave Google Drive, which you can access right here if you need to look over things. So this Orchid Cave Google Drive is property of the VP of Caving, and they can share it with anyone who's an instructor or above. So if you need help with anything caving relating, just talk to your VP and they can share this drive with you. And from this drive, you can access this outline right here, which is going to be what I'm going over in this video. So let's get into it. So you are leading an IP trip in a couple weeks, and you need to start. So first, you want to organize or select your staff. Obviously, you need one instructor for every 6 participants in order to hit the requisite ratio. Usually that's 2 instructors for 12 participants, and it's a good idea to bring one instructor who really knows the cave well. That way you can avoid getting lost and have them lead. For IITs, you can take a maximum of 4 for every instructor. However, if you have max participants, with the van capacity, you can only fit in 3 IITs. So you should give precedence to IITs that haven't staffed trips before or who need specific checkoffs from ITP trips. Also, obviously, in order to run a trip with cars, we need drivers. Ideally, each trip should have 4 drivers, 2 for each car. So one driver can rest while the other one drives, and they can swap off. And we can avoid having a driver drive for 7 hours in a day and doze off and potentially lead to crashes. But since drivers are sometimes hard to come by, at minimum, you need 1 driver per car. If you have less than that, you have to obviously drop a car. And once you have everyone organized, you have your staff selected, you should make a group chat. Just keep everyone updated. Just in GroupMe. Like this is one we had for Tech Trek Southeast, and it was just very useful in helping everyone keep organized. Initial preparations. Once you've got all your staff organized and squared away, then you need to start thinking about the logistics of the trip. So the Friday that's 8 or 9 days before your trip, so not the Friday before, but a whole week before that, you're going to need to email Outpost and ask them for a list of participants. That's just going to be who signed up, names, emails, emergency contacts, a bunch of information that's useful. Once you get that, you can start looking at what your cave is going to be and what your backup cave, in case there's going to be a lot of rain that could drain you out. And some common options are Howard's, Limrock, Tumbling Rock, Bluff River, and you can talk to more experienced cavers for advice there. But the important thing is, most caves we go to in beginner trips, and most trips, are SCCI, meaning you must fill out a permit in order to access them. So, in order to do that, you've probably seen this before, but here's a quick refresher. You just Google SCCI permit, you click there, and you make an account, and then you can go down here, choose your preserve, fill out some information, and then submit it. And then essentially everyone fills out the form, and you're covered legally, and the SCCI is covered legally for the cave. Once you've done that, you can get this information to the caving VP by that Sunday night, so a full week before the trip, before the Monday where exec meeting will take place. That email must include all of this information right here, and again, you can access this document if you need to refresh your information, refresh your memory on what this information is. And once you send that to the VP, they'll just put it in the exec board minutes. They look like this, and they'll just plug it in down here. And this is essential because if you don't send this information to exec by that meeting, you won't be able to get cars from Nobby, and if you can't get cars from Nobby, your trip can't go out, and that's a bummer for everyone.